What's going on, everybody? Brandon Schaefer here, back again with another Hawaiian video. Video in Hawaii, so check it out. These are some very fast paintings that I did in the evening, watching a beautiful sunset. So this first painting here, 1 out of 3, this one is of the actual sun setting into the ocean, or what looks like into the ocean. We know the sun doesn't actually set into the ocean. Yeah, so check it out. I'm starting out with grayish purple. I think there was a lot of clouds on this sunset, or there's some clouds going across. And then there's the yellow sky at the top. And here's a little detail shot. This is the sun going right into the ocean and peeking out from behind these clouds right before it hits the ocean. So I'm trying to create a small little shape for the sun, leaving that the white of the paper. And just trying to add some heat here to it. So some yellow, some red, orange, stuff like that. But I'm not making any of this up. I'm going from directly what I'm seeing, softening some edges there. And I got a lot of practice for sunsets during this trip. You know, I did quite a few sunsets, and every one of them was different. So it's really fun to do the sunset every day. You know, sunsets are so fun to paint because they're kind of high risk. They're easy to mess up because you have to paint so quickly. You have to make very quick decisions. You know, me painting the sun this low in the sky, I only have a few minutes to do that. I have very, very short amount of time. I mean, that sun is gone in about, 3 to 4 minutes, if that. So some of this is after the sun has already gone down. You know, I'm kind of going off of memory for very little of it. A lot of it is, painting those clouds before the sun got to that position. So a lot of it is painting before the sun sets and then painting a little bit after the sun sets. So it's very challenging. They can be very challenging, but very fun. Because you do paint so quickly, you make these very quick decisions, and I think it kind of strengthens something with my painting abilities. You know, the quickness with how you're able to mix colors and just make decisions on what's important. I think that's very important. You know, just learning to paint quickly like that. So here I'm putting in some yellow, kind of glazing that, just to kind of create more of a softness. And there's the final first painting. And then I decided to go for a second one. And this one is looking slightly more, I guess I would say southwest from where the sun set. And this was just a beautiful scene. The color of the sky, there was just this magenta pink sky along with these purple blue clouds. Like, it was just a beautiful harmony. So I was like, okay, I want to try to capture that. There's a lot of subtle things happening. More clouds, obviously, above and below the sky here. As we'll see this progress, you'll see what I mean. So yeah, when it comes to sunsets, it's like painting fast, making quick decisions, and sometimes they're not going to turn out good. Sometimes you're gonna screw them up. It's just inevitable. But for the most part, for me, I've had some pretty good luck with sunsets. I've had very little bad sunset paintings. I'm sure we'll see some eventually in this whole series in Hawaii, because I was painting every day. So, what I was going to say earlier is, a sunset's great because they happen every single day. So you always have another chance to do one. That's the cool thing about them is it's not like painting an animal from life or painting something else from life that may not be there. You may not get that same kind of light. A sunset or a sunrise, they happen every single day. Of course, every day is different, but you always get another chance at them. So they're just a lot of fun. Probably one of my favorite subjects to paint is a sunset. So I got a little bit of the water in there, and then now I'm using this round brush, and I'm painting some cloud shapes. This is the bottom of the cloud, and here you can see I'm going wet into wet, kind of blending that shape together. So the bottom has this cooler shadow, and then the top was more of just a mid-tone gray. So that's kind of what I'm trying to show here. Like I said, you get these beautiful color harmonies, especially in Hawaii during the sunset, right on the ocean. Like, just unbelievable harmonies out there, color harmonies. So I definitely tried to capture what I could when I was there. So trying to create a gradient in the sky there. And notice the lighting in this video. It's getting more and more red, more pink. It's getting darker. I literally painted until I couldn't see anymore. And there's still one more painting after this one. So I really went for it this evening. So darkening that cloud a bit so that it pop, makes that sky above it pop a little bit more. And that's really what the true value was. The sky was lighter than these clouds. So that's what I was trying to show. And now I'm going in here creating some sailboats that were out on the ocean. The town that I was in, they always had these sailboats kind of parked right offshore in the ocean. And it always added some kind of element to these plein air paintings I did, and it was just really cool to capture these little boats and things, and it helped just add more contrast to the painting. These were always kind of the darkest, for the most part. These were always the darkest values within the paintings when I was able to add in some boats. And it was helpful because it made me realize how few strokes can I put down to make it look like a boat. That one was like 4 strokes. So there's the final painting. Really cool. I think it's really cool. And this last one, I went really bold. So the sky was unbelievable once the sun had set. And after that painting I did, I think there was clouds in the sky or something. I'm not 100% sure, but there was this unbelievable pink color to the sky. And I just totally went for it. And you could tell that color looks quite dark. But I was going for full saturation here. I wanted to paint exactly what I was seeing. And I think by the end of this painting, you guys will see that it's just so dark. I couldn't even see what I was doing anymore. And I'll show you guys the finished paintings at the end. That way you can get the what they really look like in daylight. So I think with this painting, I kind of messed it up a bit. We'll see here what ends up happening. So there were some clouds there, trying to get that in there, and putting in the water now. So the problem was now it's getting later in the evening, it's a little cooler, and I was trying to paint really quickly because I was losing that light. Like every single second it was getting darker and darker, obviously, and I was trying to paint so fast, and it was hard to do because the paint was taking a while to dry. It took a few minutes to dry. So as I was letting that layer dry, I was just mixing up the colors I was going to use next. Painting this quickly and this, painting something that's going to disappear so quickly. You got to have some kind of planning in mind. While you're letting a layer dry, start mixing up the other colors you're going to need. Okay, so what I'm painting right now are some clouds that were really there. They were kind of some dark clouds going across the sky. And, I think I overdid them. I think I made them a little too large, and it really just killed that vibrant, beautiful color I had down for the most part. So that kind of bummed me out a little bit, but I was still happy that I was able to capture, honestly capture what was there. And, either way, it's really an awesome memory of being there. So I'm happy with it. And, it was cool just capturing such vibrant colors. And like I said, now you can see how dark it is. You know, I'm painting under the street lights now. I'm getting this shadow on it. Yeah, I've really lost the light here, so I think I stopped it right about here. So anyway, we'll take a look at the final paintings here. So that's what the first one really looks like. Beautiful color harmonies there. Another beautiful color harmony. And check out this last one. Really vibrant color. I think I really captured that. So anyway, hope you guys enjoyed this episode. Stay tuned for more. Peace.